Wonder who the Alms of Light and Darkness will be. They're coming by boat, so I guess we can leave as soon as they arrive. Better make sure we're prepared, just in case. What's Hinna up to at the palace? We haven't spent this long apart since we left Tiania. She might be lonely by herself in a strange new place. That settles it. I'll go check on her. So Hinna and the others are in the palace. Her room's gotta be around here, right? There's someone there.
What's Val up to, I wonder?
Heya! Hinna, it's just me!
Val?
I figured you might be lonely, so I wanted to check and make sure everything's okay.
Oh, you thought I was the lonely one? But you weren't lonely at all, right?
No, of course not. In fact, I was busy making plans for the trip.
Ah, yes, the picture of Soul Guard preparedness.
That's right.
Joking aside, I realized I'm more weak-willed than I thought.
Hinna?
If I'm being completely honest, I'm scared.
Scared of what?
Completing my duty as the Alm and sacrificing my soul. It's terrifying. When we set out on this journey, I hadn't really thought about the consequences of becoming the Alm. Of what I'd really be giving up. I never questioned my role before. It's ingrained in our traditions, after all. Our purpose in this world has always been to continue our way of life. The Alms are how we protect the future. But now, after traveling to all these exotic locations and meeting so many different people, both good and bad, I realized... Never mind. I'm probably overthinking it.
Ow!
Oh!
What's up?
Orin!
Sorry for eavesdropping. Can I ask? If you two could be together forever, would you? Continue living your lives as you are now, until you both grow old and gray. If you never want to let each other go, I can make that happen. I can show you a future free of the Alm's sacrifice. If you trust me, come to the pier by the market before sunrise. I'll be waiting.
No more alms. Do you think a future without sacrifices is possible?
But what'll happen to us and our mission?
I want to hear what Orin has to say.
Hinna?
Okay, let's go talk to Orin.
We left without telling anybody. Do you think we should have included the rest of the group in this? They're alms too.
True, but it's already late. And I know that Karina, for one, was exploring the palace from top to bottom. I bet she's fast asleep by now. Also, I get the feeling that everyone else has already come to terms with their role as alms. But I just can't. I don't want to have to give all of this up. I want to keep living my life. And now that I've realized that, I know that what I really want is to stay here and keep making memories with you, Val. It's silly, but I don't want the others to see how selfish I've become. How unworthy I am to be an alm.
Don't say that! You were personally chosen by an elemental spirit. You'll make a fantastic Alm of Fire.
Thanks, Val. That does actually make me feel better.
You're not the only selfish one. I wish I could keep traveling with you forever. Not to the Mana Tree, just anywhere. And everywhere. But I don't know how much stock we can put in Auron's plan. If there's no other choice, I think it's our duty to see this pilgrimage through.
Agreed. I accepted the title, and I will do what needs to be done. But I'd like to know our options first. You know, you're a pretty good soul guard, Val.
Good. You're willing to take a chance on me.
We want to hear you out, at least. What is it that you plan to do? How can you make it so that alms aren't needed? Won't the world fall to ruin if the alms don't sacrifice their souls to the Mana Tree and replenish the depleted mana power?
It won't. I'm going to change the unjust laws of fate that rule this world of ours. I can fix it all, and the world will be better for it. For people like Hinna and Liza.
Liza? You mean like Liza?
It figures you'd know her. She was a soul guard from Tiania like you. After she completed her mission, we settled down together. She's the love of my life.
Oh, we heard she got married, but didn't know who her partner was.
Is she okay? Where is she?
She's around. Still in Gudju, actually. 4 years ago, she was named the Alm of Earth.
Liza became an alm? But didn't disaster befall Gudju?
Just because the village was destroyed doesn't mean everyone was lost. But living on the edge of a knife, waiting for fate to strike you down is no life at all. I need your help to change this world for good.
So, why ask the two of us?
Any alm would be fine, but I don't know. When I look at you two, I see a lot of me and Liza in you. That's why I need you both to help me. What do you say? Want to change the world?
I want to see the future that Val and I can make together.
Sounds like I'm at your service, Auron.
I knew I could count on the pair of you. Hop aboard and let me show you what I found.
Did something happen to Liza and Gudju?
These days, she has a hard time moving. And it seems that she's still considered the alm of our village, even after all these years. But I just can't let her go to the Mana Tree.
Where are you taking us?
A small island with a place called Reignus Shrine, where we can perform the ritual.
What ritual?
It's a ritual that allows another person to borrow the life energy of an alm.
That sounds dangerous. Will this ritual hurt Hinna in any way?
Everything will work out. Using the power of a person chosen by the elementals, I can make it so the alms won't have to sacrifice themselves, just like in the past.
Oh, you mentioned something about that on the Prim. Is that why you're traveling the world right now?
Yep, I've been searching everywhere for a way to fix things. I'd be willing to do just about anything as long as it's for Liza. And that's how I happened upon the two of you.
What's that?
That is Reignus Shrine. It was built back in the time of Fadiel to honor the elementals and give thanks to the spirits. The elemental spirits are more in tune with things like this altar, so it's a good place to perform this ritual. I'm gonna head straight for the altar and get things set up. The terrain is a bit tricky here, so watch your step. Let's get started. Go stand in the center of the altar.
Hinna, good luck.
Not so fast. You too, Val.
What? Me?
This ritual allows someone to borrow another's life force, remember? Hinna needs your support physically to hold her up.
I'd rather you were with me anyway, Val. Please.
Well, okay. Is it weird that standing up here makes me nervous?
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not nervous. I'm with you. And we'll be together from here on out.
Lam ratila kon yuila mila raila fonil zara seki shakri fukri jadila roto lazula tura lola
What?
lazul
Hang on.
mula shuzra pula rela.
Orin, what are you doing? This feels like...
You've got it, Val. This ritual is actually used to draw out the abilities of people with particular powers. In other words, you, Val, can reduce living things to their essence, their core stones.
Into what?
When Liza told me about this little boy from her village who could crystallize monsters, I figured she was kidding. It sounded like a silly myth. But once I saw you in action, I realized you might be the answer I've been searching for. All I needed was the ritual in order to use your powers. And now, I'll have the core stone of an alm. With it, I'll be one step closer to accomplishing what I set out to do. Hinna! You're coming with me to Elusia Isle.
Orin, this isn't... We didn't want this. You said we could be together. We trusted you.
I had to, Val. But her sacrifice won't be in vain. I promise you.
Val.
Hinna, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't mean to do this. It's all my fault. If I didn't have these stupid powers, you'd be...
I always thought we'd get married and have lots of children. You'd grow into a wise old man, and I'd be by your side through the years. That was the future I wanted for us.
Hinna, no!
What does not wait for a lifetime, even if the light of my soul should fade? This love of ours we would never trade, no matter what. Close your eyes, your lips, I'm a memory, a distant thought, yearning to be free, a whisper at your fingertips, now and for always, now and for always,
My, that is quite the quandary.
Turned into a core stone? I had noticed when monsters transformed into rocks during fights, but I didn't know it was your doing, Val.
You're sitting here feeling sorry for yourself. But Orin isn't the only one to blame for this fiasco.
I know.
You know? Like you know that it's your whole job to prevent things like this from happening, Mr. Soulguard?
Karina, is this really the time?
No. She's right. I have no right to call myself a soul guard.
You won't even stand up for yourself? Pathetic.
How should we proceed?
What do you mean? You all still have a duty to fulfill at the Mana Tree. And Val is still charged with protecting the alms along the way. That hasn't changed. With the loss of the Alm of Fire, the village of Tiania is in grave danger. The longer you hesitate, the wider the damage may spread.
But how can I possibly make it to the Mana Tree when I can't even protect a single person?
Where do you think you're going?
Karina, leave him be. I know how you feel, but you're only pouring salt into the wound at this point.
Oh, come on, Morley. Don't tell me you're not mad at Val, too.
Of course I am. But yelling at him now won't help. He should have talked to us before taking Hinna on this fool's errand. But what's done is done.
I just don't get it. How could this have happened to Hinna?
We received word this morning that Dorfer Volcano is active. The extent of the damage is not yet known. Eruptions will scorch the earth with fire from every fissure, so goes the saying. The village is vulnerable.
What about Val? If he quits, will we have to make the pilgrimage to the Mana Tree on our own?
A complex conundrum to be sure. I do not think it wise to withdraw with Val in this state.
Perhaps I can make Val see reason. All he needs is a nudge in the right direction. Leave this to me. Consider it payment from your assistance with my wrongful imprisonment.
Father knows what he's doing. Let him try.
Yeah, well, maybe you can knock some sense into that thick head of his.
He's suffered enough as it is. I doubt he could handle another blow to his mind or body after what he's been through.
I have a duty to the rest of the Alms. They need protection. They need me. But how can I protect everyone when I'm the reason Hinna... And how do I even face them? I wish none of this had ever happened. If only I didn't have this stupid power. If only someone else had been chosen as the Soul Guard. Hinna, I'm so sorry.
There you are, Val. Hard to find a prettier view than the ocean. Calming, too. Feels like your heart naturally matches the rhythm of the waves. I'd find Morley out here when I first took him in. He wasn't used to city life, but he liked the sea.
He did, huh?
Back then, Morley felt responsible for the fall of Aetern. So much guilt for such a small boy. You probably see what I'm trying to get at here. When it got really bad, I would give Morley things to do. Odd jobs, errands, you name it. Whether it was helping with some of the younger children or traveling with me to distant markets, I put him to work. Even introduced him to Milpa. Anything to give him a sense of community. I wanted Morley to learn more about himself and find a path of his own. It won't be easy, but you can't let this terrible accident close off your emotions. Sure, you could try to forget all about Hinna, your powers, and the part you played in this tragedy, but it would solve nothing. You need to find the courage to face what happened, to face what's in your own heart.
My heart?
That's why fighting prowess is only a small part of what you need to become a Soul Guard. What matters most is your heart. And the will to carry on, for the sake of a bright future.
Although, it's not my place to force Mew into a mission Mew can't stomach anymore. I suppose if you're out of commission, then the Alms will just have to find their own way. By themselves, all on their lonesome. Of course, the road to the Mana Tree is full of monsters and inhospitable terrain, so a Soul Guard would be useful. But Morley and the others can hold their own against all those ferocious enemies. Probably.
Probably? What are you talking about?
Karina?
This pilgrimage is doomed from the start without our Soul Guard. So Hinna's core stone was stolen. So what? We're just gonna have to steal it back. Without you and Hinna's help, I never would have gotten this far in the first place. I won't abandon you both now.
Don't forget, you're not just our Soul Guard, Val. You're our friend and companion. This isn't a journey you have to complete alone. We're in this together.
Precisely. I would wish for none other than you to bid us a fond farewell at the end of our arduous adventure. Please, find it within yourself to continue this campaign with the rest of us.
Thank you. All of you. I shouldn't be asking any favors, but Auron has Hinna's core stone, and I want to get it back. Will you help me? Before we set out, Hinna and I decided that if Auron's plan was a bust, we'd like to see this pilgrimage through to the end. It may only be a small piece of her, but I want to bring Hinna's core stone to the Mana Tree in her stead.
An entity's core stone is its elementary essence. If we convey Hinna's to the Mana Tree, we may stave off greater tragedy.
You're forgetting that we have no idea where Auron's gone. He could be anywhere in the world by now.
He said something about an Elusia Isle, I think.
Didn't you say Elusia Isle? Perhaps luck is on our side today. Elusia is the self-same island where the Mana Tree grows. You're already on your way.
As I recall, first we must scale the Deade Cliffs. I have visited the vigilant Beast Watch who guard the bluff. It was terrifyingly tall.
Climb the cliffs? Don't be silly. You can use the Jack Seed, just like all the other alms. This special seed can swiftly grow a huge vine, big enough to scale the cliff. It saved the convoys a lot of time and effort on previous pilgrimages.
Then what are we standing around here for? Let's go find that low-life Auron and get Hinna's core stone back.
The sooner we recover her core stone, the sooner we can continue our campaign to the Mana Tree and prevent any potential disasters.
What about the Alms of Light and Darkness?
None have been named yet, but when they are, I'll send word that they are awaited here in the capital. You can come back and fetch them.
Once we're done in Elusia, we'll make sure to come back. It's not that far. As long as I've got Hinna's core stone, I can fulfill my duty as the Soul Guard and safely escort all the alms to the Mana Tree. Looks like we're headed to Elusia Isle. Hinna, I'll try my best.
I'm certain that Hinna wasn't the only alm sent on this pilgrimage with misgivings in their heart. The burden is heavy, to be sure. Now it's up to Val and the others to shoulder that burden and carry on. If only there was something else to ease their load. Wait!
What is it, Father?
My 9 lives flashed before my eyes. I almost sent you all on your way without a proper introduction to my emporium. Your trip will only get tougher from here on out. Make sure you're good and ready before you leave.
Time to get on the road again.
Okay, everyone. I guess the Deade Cliffs are our first stop.
Correct. From Illistana, we must go by way of Ahrvet's Pasture. We should see the cliffs once we cross Dora Gorge. The Beast Watch keeps an eye on the area around the cliffs. Without their protection, the one route to the Mana Tree could be overrun.
The Watch is all beast folk like you, right, Morley?
In the same way that the Soul Guard always hails from Tiania, the greatest warriors of Aetern are chosen for the Beast Watch ranks.
The whole world has their parts to play in the rejuvenation of mana. Now it's time for us to play ours.
Well then, lead the way, Mr. Soul Guard.
Ahrvet's pasture supplies food to the whole world. Its vast, lush fields are abundantly fertile. Though peaceful now, in the past people fought over this very land.
Ahrvet's war, right? I remember Hinna reading historical accounts, and...
Hinna was quite the ravenous reader, was she not?
It's easy to change clothes.
They were nothing but hot.
This is gonna hurt.
Don't waste too much time.
Take this! You're mine!
That's the last.
Gathered enough men! Stay off the water! Or finish! Come at me! Okay. This was our victory. Let me see. Is this?
Look what the cat's done. From what I was able to glean, he's not a merchant.
Warren took advantage of him. He's a coward and a cheat. Don't let it get away.
Useless trouble. That was hardly worth the energy. Get to
Wanna do this the hard way, huh?
We need you.
That's far enough!
You want some more.
Take this! Take this! You're mine! Next move! Come at me! Get ready!
Last one. Don't let it get away.
Next! way, huh?
It's useless to run.
They weren't so tough. It's the hard way, huh?
Keep this covered. We might get some. Spirits, come forth! This is so good. Call on the elemental spirit. Time to get to work. Was hardly worth the energy. I was told once that the area around Dora Gorge hasn't changed much since ancient times. The monsters are formidable too. Don't let your guard down for a moment.
Not everyone's perfect like you, Morley. But he... Oh! I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Let's just do our best to stay vigilant.
Hinna would be deeply disappointed in us if we were to incur...
Stronger with every battle.
The thought. I merely want nothing detrimental to befall our defender.
Take them at me! Take this! You're mine!
I might have gone a bit overboard. I can deal with this.
You're mine! Easy! Take this! Okay.
This was our victory.
I don't think he'll let us through without a fight.
We must make him move by force.
Careful of the looks lethal.
You're mine! Here I go! Gathered enough mana! That's it! Don't stop attacking! Take this!
We better back off.
And out the water! End of the line! I think we can use the vessel! Spirits, come forth! Get ready!
Taking this seriously.
Hey! Oh, the Alms and the Soul Guard! Wow! Hurry! Let's go tell the grown-ups! Yeah, hurry up! Wow! What a welcome!
I feel the weight of my role as an Alm.
Thanks for bringing down the mood, Palomina.
Don't blame her. As queen, she knows exactly the manpower needed to provide for the Alms. The Beast Watch may guard the Deade Cliffs, but it's the support of Illistana that sustains them here.
Let us first greet the Overseer of the Watch before we consider...
We are glad you all, Alms and Soul Guard alike, have arrived safely. We have been waiting.
Overseer Molabe, how do you fare this fine day?
Well, Your Majesty. Though from now on, I will address you as the Alm of Water, Undine's chosen and pride of both Illistana and the members of the Watch alike. There is yet another surprising presence within this convoy. The Alm of the Moon.
Yes, sir. I am Morley, newly appointed by the elemental Luna once her blessing was restored to the land.
There has been no better news heard in the garrison for years. As children of the parish ourselves, we are glad to hear that Aerie is not gone forever.
Hi, hello. Alm of Wind at your service.
It is my honor. I have greeted many Alms of Wind, but none have had such a robust aura as yourself. The goddess of mana will surely rejoice at the power you'll bring forth into the world.
Aw, you're just saying that. But flattery will get you everywhere.
And where might the Alm of Fire be?
The Alm of Fire is...
I see. Then Tiania has no chosen this year. Eruptions will scorch the earth with fire from every fissure. The wind will rage, and the winged fall flightless. Pure waters will run foul, and disease spread. The moon's hold over time will splinter, depriving all beings of logic.
Every land has their own legend of disaster.
Gudju and Aerie each saw calamity transpire. Tiania will surely be the next to succumb. Where mana ceases to flow, tragedy follows. Such is the way of things.
It's been a while since I heard the prophecy of Aetern's demise. It sounds wrong.
Well, you know how these old prophecies go, Morley. Besides, Luna's back, so there's nothing to worry about anymore.
Not good. I gotta get Hinna's core stone back. Has a Gaian traveler come through this area recently?
Besides yourselves, we've only had contact with messengers from Illistana lately.
Thanks anyway.
Orin is either late or lying in wait in a less frequented location. We must not linger long before leaving for Elusia Isle, lest we lose our advantage.
Time is of the essence. Let's see to the growing of the Jack seed. Gloriosa!
The Watch is tasked with performing the ceremonial planting and watering of the Jack seed. The ritual is quite specific. We will see to the preparations. Please go to the rear of the garrison. The seed is planted. Now, we must water it.
Commence the watering, Gloriosa.
Spirits of Earth, we beseech you, bring life forth from this barren soil. Guide the alms over the cliffs and to Elusia beyond.
Wow, I didn't think it would really work.
As we feared, the power of Earth has grown too weak.
What do you mean?
4 years passed. The Alm of Earth was prevented from completing her sacrifice. Ever since, the soil has been unsuited for growing plants, even as far away as here in Deade.
Without the blessings of Earth, the vegetation here screams for sustenance.
Even with an ocean between you, you feel the effects from Gudju?
So, does that mean, this little baby sprout isn't going to get any taller? Are we gonna have to try and scale the cliffs to get to Eleusia ourselves?
That might be difficult. How many days would it set us back?
A definite dilemma.
There may be a solution. If you can ask to borrow the powers of Gnome, elemental of Earth, he may be able to restore our soil.
The Earth Elemental, huh? Though Gudju is gone, it's possible that the Elemental is still in the vicinity.
That would make sense. Luna was still in a cairn.
We found the Elemental of the Moon. I trust we can find Gnome as well.
Gudju. The Earth Village. There's a chance that Liza is still there too. I'll get you back, Hinna. I promise. Just a little longer.
There should be a boat from the free city of Tsata that will take us there.
Then let's make for Tsata.
Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone.
Is there any mana left to sustain the land of Gudju and its elemental?
Picking a fight with us.
Everyone. Take this. Next. Get ready. One more. Got it.
Don't let victory go to your head.
The clothes are off. Next. You're mine. One more. Okay. It's useless to run.
So he punks like...
With the chance.
That's far enough. Easy. Come at me. They were nothing but hot air.
This place is called Entwine Bridgepass.
Huh. Strange name.
People began calling the bridge Entwine after hearing the tale of a legendary hero proclaiming his undying passion for his paramour on this pass.
It's meant to symbolize the love of hearts entwined, no matter the distance between them. Father told me about it during one of our market trips.
I'm a memory. A whisper at your fingertips. Entwine, huh? It's not a bad name, I guess.
Reminds me of times with my mother.
We're following in the steps of legendary heroes and the Alms of old. Walking over this bridge is kinda a big deal, huh? Well, that bridge was way longer than I thought. Longer than the one through a cairn.
True. I marvel at the masterful masonry of our ancestors. The bridge pass was built quite a long time ago. It is older than the oldest of our lore pertaining to that legendary hero.
I can't even wrap my mind around how old that is.
The Tailed from the East earnestly endeavored to enhance their relations with the human settlement in the West. Thus, they requested the Gaians to build a bridge that might connect them.
And now we will be able to reach the Earth Elemental Gnome, thanks to the ancient Gaians and the very same structure.
excited to experience something new.
Get ready! Never! Easy! Where are the real monsters at? Take this! One more! Got it!
What? Over already?
One left! You're mine! Ready whenever! Okay! They were nothing but hot air! Take this! Got it! You're mine!
That's all of them.
Got it! Got it! Keep them coming.
Go eat punks like you for breakfast.
I am certain this is possible. That is a little ways off.
Let's go in and what kind of state we're dealing with. You're mine! That's the route. Okay. You're mine! Got it! Easy!
Don't let it get away.
Got it! Let's keep moving. Got it! I guess this means I've improved. Grizzly! Look what the cat. Got it! Easy! Okay. Take this!
Don't let me...
Take this! Easy!
Don't let victory go to your head.
Taking this?
I can do it.
You're mine!
We're in our way.
Take this! Far enough! Easy! You're mine! Got it! Easy! Lend me your power! I'm still kicking it! You can handle this?
Who wants some more?
Easy!
Keep them coming.
Easy! Get ready! Sever! One more. Take this! Okay.
Useless to run.
Okay, who's next?
Let me see. Is this? I gathered enough mana. Take this!
Don't waste too much time with this. Grow stronger with every battle.
You all on!
It's useless to run. Grow stronger.
Don't waste too much time.
Just what I need. Spirit Circle! Ice Saber! I got it! Get ready!
All right. I'll cover you. All right. It's useless to rush.
Oh, are you newcomers? This is Tsata, the free city. As the name implies, you are free to live however you wish here. Enjoy yourselves. You may choose to stay for 3 minutes, 3 years, or even 3 lifetimes. So live it up. Whatever you want to do is up to you. Or I suppose it would be more accurate to say that in this free city, there is but one rule. No one should own material goods not shared with the rest. That's it. Cast aside your possessions, vestments, and land. All that belongs to one belongs to us all.
What an interesting philosophy.
Why assign ownership to things? The people in this city share their wealth so that all are wealthy. Our clothes are hand-me-downs, our dwellings public. If your blade gets dull, borrow another from the shop. Leaky boat, we'll all pitch in.
Well, at least that means they have boats here. Let's see if we can get someone to ferry us to Gudju.
Spirits will answer our call.
Take this!
Take
this! Don't let it get away.
One more.
Over already?
Yes! You all on! You're mine! You're mine!
That's the
You're
last.
mine! I guess this means I've improved. You're mine!
Get away. Okay.
Fulfill my duty at the Soul Guard.
Going up.
Do you think you can handle this? No holding back! Next! Got it! Hang in there! Not so fast! Feeling good! Get ready! One more! Far enough!
Take this! You're mine! Get ready! One more! You're mine!
I'm getting the hang of this.
Keep them coming. That's the last.
Take you all on!
Keep them coming. That's the
Take this!
Keep them coming.
Fill my duty as a soul guard!
I could say the same of you. Not many.
Very true, very true. I'm practically one of a kind. Our laws state that only the appointed Alm is allowed to. Fuji's a rebel, that's what. I just had to see the mana goddess for myself, you see? So I threatened to travel.
Threatened? Hang on a second.
It's silly me, but wouldn't you know it? There are giant cliffs on the way to the mana tree. No way I could climb them on my own. Look, since I didn't much want to go home, I wandered around for a bit and finally ended up here in Tsata. Everyone's attitude suits me. How's about staying here for a while yourself? With you.
I have to borrow a boat in order to get to Gudju. Who should I talk to for passage? Are there rules?
Rules? Nah, anyone can take one of the boats if they need it. But I think your luck has just run out. For a while now, there have been weird reports coming in from the sailors.
What kind of weird?
The sea may look calm now, but wait until the ship sets sail. A wall of waves appears and blocks any boat that tries to get past. That's why it's been ages since anyone's made.
You're kidding.
Nope, but don't pay it any mind. I'm sure the ocean.
Sorry, but I don't have the time. Maybe someone else has a better plan. Now what? I don't know what to do. I should find the others and regroup. Where'd they go?
Dance with me, Val.
I've seen a lot of dances during my travels, and Karina's very skilled. She might be the best I've seen so far.
Marley, I don't think I've ever heard such a glowing compliment from you. Maybe you deserve an encore after all.
Those two appear to be having the times of their lives. I do not think I have seen either smile so simply.
Yeah, me neither.
The at-ease atmosphere of Tsata is incredibly infectious. Perhaps this change of pace came at the perfect time. Oh, I had meant to inquire about your investigation.
It's not the ship that's the problem. Nothing has been able to set sail from Tsata.
Forgive me, but why would the Alms need to cross the ocean? The Mana Tree is not located on the earthen continent of Jutuon.
Who are you?
We have given up our possessions, but not our names. I am called Glyph.
There is something we need in the Earth Village before we continue the pilgrimage. Glyph,
Whatever force created the wall of waves did not mean for mortal hands to rend it. Do not waste your time with futile endeavors. Continue your unfinished.
That's the problem. We need help from the elemental spirit and Gudju to get to the...
Then I suppose this is it. We can no longer ascend the cliffs. Perhaps now is the time to retire the alms and suspend.
such swift judgment. Do not the alms sacrifice themselves in order to divert disaster from all corners?
Disaster may be the unavoidable end to this ancient tale. I ask you, do we truly deserve prosperity in exchange for the lives of the alms?
Humanity has only lasted this long because of the alms. That's not a pointless sacrifice.
And honor is duly bestowed upon these alms from all settlements, except for this one. In Tsata, we are free to do and think as we... How do you feel about this pilgrimage? How does a soul guard see their charges? How do they see themselves in their role? Can you even answer these questions?
My role as Soul Guard is to protect the alms from harm. Does it matter how I see them? Whoever is on the pilgrimage is my responsibility. Right? How did the alms pilgrimage start in the first place? And why do they need to sacrifice themselves to the mana tree to save us? Orin was asking the same questions. I feel like I'm missing something. Like I don't know the first thing about this world. We've got a ways to go on our journey, so... if there are answers out there, I mean to find them.
Ooh.
Palomina, how's your head?
Thank you. That would be a welcome relief.
The Cape is a lovely place to rest and clear your head. It's far enough away from the city crowd.
Do you hear that?
Huh? Look, there!
She is calling to me.
Hey! Palomina! Palomina, come on! Snap out of it!
What was I doing? Forgive me. It was such a sudden state of dizziness.
Dizziness? You nearly went over the edge. That was a really close call.
I heard a voice. Her lament was so sad and solemn.
What are you talking about? What voice? All I saw was a huge wall of waves. No wonder the ships haven't been able to set sail recently.
Strange. The sound is the only thing that stands out in my memory. We should consult with Karina and Morley.
Glyph mentioned that you weren't feeling well. Are you doing any...
Apologies for my abrupt absence. Val and I...
Hang on. You still look pale.
We can talk to the people here and dig a little deeper into the...
I know this melody. I just heard it. Once very long ago, a prince and princess, sundered by walls of water, vowed their love within the temple halls of mortar.
romantic. But wait! That sounds like the start of a poem. How does it end?
For some reason, I can only recall the start of the sonnet. The remaining refrains I cannot remember.
Aww. Oh.
Val, the verse is the very same tune I heard on the Cape. What does that mean?
Maybe that ballad has something to do with the Wall of Waves. Like, one causes the other or something.
If memory serves, there was a grand temple located near Tsata.
That would be Tato Temple, I believe. It is on the waterfront to the west of here.
Hey, let's make a detour and visit Tato Temple. It might clear a few things up.
Right. Nothing will change if we don't take action. Let's prepare.
Young Soul Guard, a word? Nothing good will come of visiting Tato Temple. It's rumored to be haunted, with monster nests infesting every inch of the ground.
The danger we face on the journey is all part of the job. We each have our duties to fulfill. I haven't forgotten what you said, but I don't have an answer yet. All I can do is go forward and face what...
Brave words, Soul Guard. By the laws of this land, all we own belongs to everyone. This is the Salamando Candle, the vessel of fire. It was given to a hero of legend by the goddess of mana herself. Originally guarded in Tiania, over much time and many owners, the vessel came to us here in Tsata. Now it seems right to entrust its fire powers to you.
Thank you so much. Hopefully this...
May your endeavor be successful.
Ready? Then west we go.
The tales make it sound like a particularly perilous place.
This city sees travelers from all around. I would assume that we have our choice of...
Oh there. You're the group of travelers that took the Salamando candle.
Sorry for taking it from the city.
Don't worry. No one here would begrudge you a candle. We have the sun in the sky and the stars in the... But I did hear that Glyph let you leave without a single word of explanation on how to use the thing. Typical... Let me share with you what knowledge we've got about... Good luck. Enjoy your haunted temple, and try not to get cursed, okay?
I can do this.
You're mine!
That was hardly worth the energy.
Help us out!
I can deal with this.
Get ready! You're mine! One more! Take this! Okay. Lend me your power! My power! Unleashing my full power! deter me. Let me see. A rare item. The vessel's filled with mana.
I do not like the look of this. Monsters I can handle.
Huh? It isn't even ocean-related.
We gotta take a look either way. It's our only lead.
There appears to be something ahead beyond the antechamber. Nothing is moving, but we should continue with caution nonetheless.
Huh. It's a turtle.
No, it's not. It's a statue of a turtle. Or perhaps a monster.
It's the prince from the poem.
Which would mean this sculpture must represent the princess.
I suppose I see it. The turtle seems to reach out toward the princess like the prince would.
Huh? Did you see that? Was that a tear?
Statues can't cry.
I do not see any tears. Are you suggesting?
Come on, what was that poem you recited earlier?
Once very long ago, a prince and princess sundered by walls of water vowed their love within the temple halls of mortar.
Aha! A tear! I told you!
I did see something shimmer around his eye.
I surely stand corrected.
It almost looked like it was reacting to your recitation, Palomina.
I think you're onto something. That's...
Having fun at the turtle's expense.
Can you blame me? It's a crying statue! I'll...
Palomina, where are you going?
You do not hear it? Such a strange sound.
She's acting like she did on the Cape. Let's follow her.
I hear the voice from the vista. Once very long ago, a princess's heart soared as she danced by her prince. But their love was forbidden in this instance.
Forbidden love? Ooh, what's next? Tell me, tell me!
Unfortunately, this particular passage is all I heard this time. I cannot attest to the rest.
No way that was the end of the story. There are probably other things nearby that are kinda like this.
We should check another of the rooms.
You're mine! You're mine! Take this! Take this! Come at me! You're mine! Easy! You're mine! That's far enough!
Get away!
Okay.
When I regard this relic, I recall yet another ringing refrain. Once very long ago, a prince said to his princess as they danced together, he would not let her slip from his grasp whatsoever.
Oh, the suspense! He might let go! Ugh! How does it end?
The statue in the other room is indeed reaching out his hand to his princess.
It's acting out Palamina's poem. We have to keep looking.
Oh, a subsequent stanza. Once very long ago, a princess looked at her hand now unclasped, and her tears swelled like waves as in sorrow she gasped.
That liar! He said he never let go, and then he just up and left her?
You might be too invested in this story.
It does pluck at the heartstrings. Tears swelled like waves as in sorrow she gasped, right?
And so the love story between the pair played out. Once very long ago, a prince remained trapped by the waves alone, waiting for his beloved dance partner to return home.
How tragic! How cruel! The two lovers were torn from each other's sides!
Karina is crying more than the statue.
Just you wait until the turtle hears the whole tale. You'll see, he'll be sobbing way harder.
Let's return to the hall and find out then, shall we?
Now we've searched everywhere. It seems like the prince and the princess were broken-hearted in the end. We should recite the entire story and pray for their happiness in the next life.
Once very long ago, a prince and princess sundered by walls of water vowed their love within the temple halls of mortar.
Once very long ago, a princess's heart soared as she danced by her prince, but their love was forbidden in this instance.
Once very long ago, a prince said to his princess as they danced together, he would not let her slip from his grasp whatsoever.
Once very long ago, a princess looked at her hand now unclasped, and her tears swelled like waves as in sorrow she gasped.
Once very long ago, a prince remained trapped by the waves alone, waiting for his beloved dance partner to return home.
May the two souls dance again together one day.
Is the prince from the story supposed to be vengeful?
That's not what I pictured.
Verily, this is Vuskov, the sacred beast of legend.
Vuskov? Vuskov? Who cares what his name is? He's coming right for us!
Brains have been lost
You're mine! Get ready! You're mine! What? Did something just drop? Stop throwing a tantrum and listen!
Busca, return to your senses.
He can't hear us at all. Filthy monsters. They just keep coming at us.
Looks like we'll have to deal with the small fight before we can get Buscal to calm down.
Body elements, emerge! You're mine! Take this!
Wait. Huh? That's it. Now I'm angry.
So much for princely manners.
We're wearing him down. I think we can get through him. Hang on the water. Yeah!
He seems to realize this was a simple misunderstanding.
Does he want us to follow him?
I think we should.
He's headed for the coast, I think.
Don't fall behind! Do this the hard way, Okay.
I guess we can climb aboard. Let's hoist the anchor and set sail. What is that? Oh no! Is he trying to bust through the wall of waves with brute force?
Hold on to the flagpole, or you'll get tossed overboard.
there's another one. Another Vuskov.
Two lost lovers together at long last.
A fairy tale ending fit for a pair of sweethearts.
And the prince and the princess lived happily ever after. And so the tale ends for our heroes. Or whatever.
Hey, look, I see land. I bet it's Jutuona, the Earthen continent. Thank you.
Huh? Is this flute for me?
Earthen continent, you say?
Jutuona was once bustling with people and commerce, like any other continent.
No sign of that kind of life here. This harbor's falling apart.
Gnome just doesn't have the same power as he used to. There's no time to waste. Let's head to Gudju and find Gnome.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
To fulfill my duty as the Soul Guard. Ready! Thanks! One left! Where are the real monsters at? Take this! Take this! Take this! Now! One more! Easy!
Don't let it get away.
Come at me! Harder, huh? Go for it! Far enough! You're mine!
You're not getting away!
Take this!
Don't even need to lick the claw.
Spirit circle! Come at me! Take this! Come at me! Easy! Take this! I'm only just getting started! Get ready! Take this!
I can do it.
Sure showed them. Let me see. Is this? This the hard way, huh? Unbeam. Okay. Come on. Appreciate it. Take this! You're mine! You're not getting away. Get ready! Never!
Gudju. The Earth Village looks vacant.
Not a single townsperson left to talk to. Unsurprising.
But how did it get this bad?
Reports recount that the Alm of Earth was never chosen, causing the village to vanish.
Do we have to stay here? I don't like this whole abandoned village aesthetic.
Let's check the area for leads. Even if the people are gone, Gnome might still be around. Let's go find Gnome.
A survivor? Should we approach them?
As long as you're sure it's not a ghost.
What's that? Oh, bless my beard. Y'all scared me clean out of my boots. You merchants? Prospectors? Hold on a minute. Well, shave my toes and call me a poto. Y'all are a party of alms making the pilgrimage.
Sorry to bother you, but we're looking for Gnome.
Our patron elemental? But suppose it ain't my place to pry into the affairs of alms. Oh, I plumb forgot to introduce myself. I'm Watts, guy and miner, and probably the only person you'll be seeing around here.
Do you mean to say that not a soul elected to stay in the settlement after the calamity?
What about Liza? Orin said she... Is Liza still here?
You might as well head to the eastern plateau and see for yourself.
Let's stop by the plateau while we...
Liza? Stone? But how? Liza, what happened to you? So she was another victim of the disaster. Guess what, Liza? I became a soul guard, like you. And Hinna was named the Alm of Fire. We set out on the pilgrimage together, but... Well, a lot happened since then. You taught us so much, but I still don't understand. Why did everything fall apart?
Round here, we got a saying. Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone. 4 years ago, our gal Liza tried to leave the village before the Soul Guard arrived. It was right after she'd been named the Alm of Earth.
You mean she ran away?
Yep, with that husband of hers, Orin. Without the Earth's blessing, most of the villagers turned into golems. And you see how Liza ended up.
That's crazy. Liza would never run from her responsibilities. She was a soul guard, the best in the village. She understood the alms sacrifice better than anyone.
Way I see it, everybody's gotta make a choice. Gotta decide what matters most to them. We Gaians put a lot of stock in tradition. In fact, I'd say we're more stubborn than most, set in our ways like a gemstone fused to rock. So when Liza moved here from a far-off settlement blessed by fire, not earth, well, some people kicked up a fuss, that's for sure.
Poor Liza.
Orin tried to leave the village then, too. Didn't want to deal with the bigotry, but Liza put her foot down. She couldn't stand to pull Orin away from his work. You see, he was the best ceramicist in town. Made all our ceremonial urns and the like.
Liza was always interested in traditional cultures around the world. She loved the Fairies Festival, too.
She threw herself into the study of Earth. Wanted the villagers to see how serious she was. Liza became more knowledgeable about Earth and ore than anyone for miles. Nothing for it but to accept her as one of Gudju's own and give our blessings.
And that's when she was appointed the Alm of Earth.
Sure as you're born. The fairy and the spirits recognized her love of all things earth and deemed her worthy. The whole village was proud as... But in the end, the two lovebirds chose each other. Guess I see where they were coming from. They worked hard.
Sounds like Orin and Liza had a tougher time than I thought.
Y'all got your reasons for coming out here to Gudju. I might not be much help, but I'll tell you what I know of Gnome. First off, he ain't been seen in these parts for a while now. At least not since I came back to the village. Only other place I can think of to check mines.
The mines, huh?
Yep, they're northwest of the desert outside of Gudju. Can't miss them. Mines are a Can't stand the place, but I ain't never been one for fighting. Quit the patrols after 3 days. Don't worry, I wasn't about to let you go off without... I've been taking care of it as the last remaining villager of Gudju. Maybe this elemental...
Thank you.
Who knows? If he comes back, it might even revitalize that stone friend of ours.
They weren't... You all on it! Yes! Ambitions. We might have some more information for us. We'll always have hope. You're mine!
Grow stronger every battle.
Shine! This is gonna hurt.
My aim.
15 foot!
It's useless. Keep them coming. That's the last.
Got it! Let's call on the elemental spirit! Mighty element, emerge! Easy!
Keep going around.
Let me see. Is this? The vessel's filled with mana.
Aren't we sure these mines were in use 4 years ago? They look more like they've been abandoned for decades.
With the loss of the blessing of Earth, the land itself seems to have become barren and lifeless.
Bad enough to feel the effects all the way at the Deade Cliffs.
You can see what a beautiful town Gudju must have been. I heard the mines were rife with gems and ore before they were closed too.
It's a shame we couldn't see the village in its heyday.
We've tried what we can. Now what?
We can go in, I guess.
Something tells me this was a bad idea.
Oh dear. Has anyone been hurt?
Just my pride.
The Earth spirits disappeared into the tower.
The ancient Gaians might have made the structure for the spirits originally.
Yeah, probably. Maybe we can find a way in like before. Let's look around the area.
Go another round.
Got some. Tells everyone.
I thought my mind was playing tricks, but no. There's something here.
Quite the overwhelmingly oppressive presence.
We didn't come this far underground to get scared off now. Show yourself.
Oh.
Here it comes.
What beady eyes you have.
That's not like any mole I've ever seen. Careful, everyone. Just what I need. Go! Spirits, come forth! Not so tough now, are you?
They're moving with the lunar.
Got it! Not so tough now, are you? Behold my power! No holding back! Appreciate it. Time to call on the elemental spirits. Fuck this. You're mine!
We'll see about
Good eye! You're mine!
that. Time to get to one. Here. Vigorous.
No need to. We have to finish this.
Thanks. Nice. Got it.
Take this! I think we can use the rest of them.
I'm no expert, but that looks like a mineral deposit to me. Perhaps Gnome's power isn't as weak as we feared.
If the Earth still has life, then Gnome's gotta be around somewhere. Keep searching.
What are you talking about? I'm right here! Woo-wee! Jewel Eater done gone and made a mess of this place.
Gnome, I would guess?
Now ain't that a sight for sore eyes? Alms, in my mind! What can I do you for?
We were looking for you. What are you doing hiding out in a monster's lair? Did you want to get eaten?
What do you mean, monster lair? This here mine is mine. Not my fault that Jewel Eater came and gobbled me up whole.
Hang on! You were inside that thing?
Glad we arrived when we did.
So am I. Jewel Eater was sucking the earth dry of all his leftover mana power. Now that it's gone, everything ought to balance out. And I got a bit of the old pep in my step again. What doesn't kill you, I guess. Whoa! Nap time's over, though. Time for me to resurface before another monster gets hungry, if y'all follow. Well, I'll be. You done dug up an elemental in the mines. Jumping Grumpkins! People still live in Gudju. Must have been underground for too long. I figured y'all left once the village was destroyed. Gudju's seen better days, to be sure. But now that you're back, Gnome, maybe... Sorry to say, but my powers just ain't what they used to be back in the day.
About that, we actually came to ask for your help, Gnome. The soil in Deade won't grow anything. If our jackseed won't sprout, we can't get up the cliffs and make our way to Elusia Isle. Is there anything you can do?
Aha! So that's why y'all went out of your way to find me. Well, I hate to disappoint my fans. Rise and shine, my little earth spirits. These servants of mana need your help. Lend them a...
Does the ground seem warmer to you?
There! That ought to fix your plant problem.
Couldn't you have used this power to keep Gudju from falling?
I'm plumb tapped out of mana at this point, and without an alm to replenish it, well... Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone. What turns to stone stays stone, I'm afraid.
Then, there's nothing we can do for Liza?
Gudju is gone! About time y'all quit worrying about the past and start focusing on the lands that still have a chance, if you ask me. It's time for you to go back to the Deade Cliffs. It's a long way yet before you reach the mana tree.
A poignant reminder of our remaining responsibilities.
Cheer up! Y'all are a beacon of hope to people like us. Word of the new Alm of the Moon managed to reach all the way out here.
Huh? How did you hear about Etern?
Merchants travel here and there, bringing wares and stories alike. All I know is that for 16 years, there's been no alm from Etern. But if the parish can come back after so long, why not Gudju? There may even be hope for dear Liza yet.
Please, take...
You worry about yourselves. Give the goddess a holler for me.
Time to head back to Deade. The soil will have enough power. It'll work, now that we have him on our side.
I am prepared to climb if this fails.
You do reap what you sow, as they say. You heard the Queen. Be...
Please work. We gotta get to a...
You're back. I can feel a change in the energy of the soil. We should attempt the watering ceremony one more time.
Spirits of Earth, we beseech you. Bring life forth from this barren soil. Guide the alms over the cliffs and to Elusia beyond.
Val?
Hinna, I'll take care of your core stone. I swear.
Not many.
Alms, Soul Guard. Mylos Woods lies just beyond the cliffs. It is a vast and treacherous jungle. Within the forest, you will find Verdeus Borough, hidden home of the Sproutlings. It is one of them who will become the Alm of Wood. Once the Alm joins your party, you will be that much closer to the Mana Tree. You are well on your way to ensuring the survival of our world. Safe travels on the road to Elusia.
This feels wonderful.
A tiring trek it has been, but we have come far.
It's all thanks to the spirits. Ever since Gudju, I've been thinking about how we take their powers for granted in our everyday lives.
True. But with the Alm's sacrifice, we can ensure that mana flows to the spirits of earth, fire, wind, water, the moon, and all the rest.
Wow! Get a look at those trees!
Verdeus should be in view once we reach beyond this road. The Alm may have already been appointed.
We'll have to see if we come across Orin or the Alm of Wood first, I suppose.
Brace yourselves, everybody.
Whoa! What kind of trees are these? I've never seen anything like them.
The plant life on top of the cliffs doesn't seem to suffer from the same issues as the ones below.
I suppose all of Elusia Isle is isolated from the lands we know. In fact, I wonder how the Mana Tree first came to flourish here.
We're hot on Orin's trail now.
Leave it to us. We won't let Orin keep Hinna's course.
Are the...
Or because there aren't any people to keep the woods in check.
Don't get lost, okay?
Huh.
Bring our weapons! Moving perfect. The vessel's full of mana.
A lot of things about a lot of things, huh?
Moving.
power's gone.
I suppose it really was feeding.
It's weird that we're walking past each other. I know we're heading toward the same place.
There is but one road to Elysia Isle. It does not sound possible, let alone plausible.
With these gigantic flowers everywhere.
Uh-oh. This is too big to get around.
There may be a connection to other curiously large blossoms in the vicinity.
It's useless to run.
Consider yourself lucky I didn't go all out.
Is this a settlement of some kind?
There don't appear to be any settlers.
Excuse me! Is anyone here? Nope, nothing.
It doesn't look as bad off as Gudju. We would know if disaster had struck another town.
Huh?
Did you hear that?
Sounds like music. Does Orin play the guitar?
Calm down. It's probably just one of the citizens of Verdeus.
I believe that riveting refrain is coming from over there. Shall we investigate?
It's coming from here.
We are all here in order to persevere. A part of this interwoven life that keeps the world from strife. Not moving on, no matter what, oh yeah. So long as all of us are alive, we can grow and sing and thrive. Looks like jam number 1460 is another keeper. Not bad, not bad. Gosh, the fairy is taking her sweet time this year.
Those were some weird lyrics.
Well, I didn't really ask for your input. Get out of town! You wouldn't happen to be the convoy of alms now, would you? I'm Julie, custodian of the borough, a sproutling, obviously. Oh, you came all this way, but I'm sorry to say there's no Alm of Wood just yet.
I guess that means we're stuck here for now.
Wait a second. 1, 2, 3. Is it just me, or are we missing people?
Due to some complications on our journey, the Alms of Light and Darkness will join us later. I am Palomina, Alm of Water.
Oh, I'm the Soul Guard, Val.
Morley, Alm of the Moon.
They call me Karina, Alm of Wind, and this pretty lady is Ramco.
Golly, a sacred beast cub. Still growing, I see. Were you raised outside of Elusia?
Hang on. Do you know Ramco?
Nope. We only just got acquainted, but I know plenty about these sacred beasts. That's everyone. Oh, what about the Alm of Fire? Did something happen to the Alm from Tiania?
She, Hinna. She lost her core stone. We're looking for the person who stole it from us, and we're actually in a hurry.
Not sure what you mean by core stone, but losing things is never fun.
Sounds like most people haven't heard of core stones.
The only news I can give you is no news. Sorry. There's nobody here but us Sproutlings, and I haven't seen any thieves come through the burrow in, well, ever probably. Plus, there's nothing beyond Verdeus but the mana tree, so... Oh yeah, and that boulder at the entrance with the legendary sword stuck in it, but that's it.
Huh? Legendary sword?
Oops, look at the time. I have to go water my friends. Bye.
Wait!
What sword was he talking about? Am I the only one in the dark here?
The goddess of mana was said to have given a legendary sword to her hero champion. But I could have never fathomed that the fairy tale was fact.
Orin and Hinna talked about it once. I didn't think it was real either.
Perhaps the kernel of truth behind the myth originated here in Elusia. It is the home of the mana tree.
Our search for Orin might be a bust, but we still need an Alm of Wood. We should ask that kid from earlier what's up.
True. Let's find him.
I'm sorta in the middle of my daily duties. Mind getting out of my way?
Do all custodians water the plants here?
Of course. Who else? I have to take care of my friends.
Friends?
Sure. This tree here is a good friend of mine.
Wait, what? This tree is a sproutling?
Oh, I guess you wouldn't know. When a sproutling goes to sleep for a long time, we tend to turn into trees. Every 4 years, just in time for the pilgrimage, one of my hibernating friends grows the most beautiful flowers. The alluring fragrance beckons the fairy to the burrow, and that lucky sproutling gets to be the Alm. Only the most vibrant of sproutlings can blossom, making them the perfect candidates for the Alm of Wood. Our patron elemental wants lush foliage on all of her envoys.
But when are the buds meant to bloom?
Usually the trees are already in bloom by the time the convoy of alms arrives. But not this year. There's probably no hope for the burrow after all. I suppose we all gotta go sometime.
Whoa, hold on. No need to jump straight to utter destruction.
Nope. I think this is it for us. No flowers, no fairy, no future. Anyway, I'm sure you've all got stuff to do. Some bandit you're tailing or whatever.
He's really gonna give up on his homeland? Just like that?
Jule seems really...
Was there something else you needed, or were you that curious about my work?
There's a lot we don't know about all this. I was hoping for answers.
A chat would kill time better than my usual rounds. As you wish. All sproutlings remain dormant for long periods with one exception. We alternate who looks after the rest of us while we sleep. As the custodian, I water my sleeping friends each and every day. I woke up 4 years ago, just as the last pilgrimage was coming through the burrow.
So for 4 years, you've been watering these guys waiting for them to bloom? All by yourself?
Of course. Though, I guess it's not gonna matter much anymore if there's no Alm. Might as well hang up my watering can.
You can't be out of options already. Have you talked with your patron elemental? Maybe she can help.
What a silly thing to say. Alms are appointed, not requested. There's nothing I can do about this.
But how do you know if you don't try? I went directly to Sylphin and asked to be made the Alm. You don't want this place to be destroyed, right? Then do something. Anything. Go ask the Elemental of Wood to hurry it up.
You've got to be joking. She's joking, right?
Karina's telling the truth. She went out and found the Elemental of Wind in order to request her position as the Alm.
But that's going against the hand of fate. Perhaps mortals like yourself try to defy destiny, but that's not how we do things up here. Sproutlings take what life gives us, and we're grateful for it. I don't know how many thousands of years ago it was, but we watched your world teeter on the edge of destruction. All the while we waited, tending the seeds as we've always done. Whatever hand fate deals us is our burden to bear. How egotistical to assume you know better than the goddess herself.
Egotistical? That's rich coming from a stubborn weed like him.
He's not wrong to stick to his principles. He just needs some perspective. Is following the will of the world really worth accepting the destruction of all you hold dear?
You're a pushy bunch, you know that? What is it this time?
You're the one who ran off. We weren't done with our conversation.
Actually, I didn't have anything else to say to you folks. I've said my piece. No need to get worked up about it. I'll tell you what. If an Alm of Wood is chosen, you'll be the first to know. So go ahead and look around for that corkstone or what have you.
It's corestone, not corkstone. And that's our friend's soul you're talking about, bub. Hinna, the Alm of Fire, had her corestone stolen by Orin. If we don't get that piece of her back, then Tiania is in danger. Verdeus still has a chance, so use it! How can you stand around and throw your hands up like none of this is in your control? Don't you care what happens to the Borough? Think of your dormant friends. Don't you want to save them? Isn't that worth asking to become the Alm of Wood yourself?
Look, pal, I'm not going to take much more of your sass. You think I'm not worried about the fate of my home? There should be blooms by now. It's not supposed to be like this. Without flowers, the fairy won't come. Without the fairy, us sproutlings lose our purpose. No lives to preserve, it'd be the end of everything. Maybe this is my fault. I could have overwatered the burrow or pruned something I wasn't supposed to. That worry is always on my mind.
Jule.
Here's a thought, Jule. We could all search for the reason the flowers aren't blooming.
Huh? But don't you need to find that Aaron guy who stole from you?
You said so yourself. No one has come through the burrow but us. We trust you to know what's going on in your home. Besides, I'm the Soul Guard. It's my duty to find the Alm and protect them from harm.
Look, I appreciate the thought, but there's no cure for the burrow. It's pointless.
Oh, honestly. Stop quitting before you start, kid. Come on, folks. We've got a job to do. I think this place doesn't get enough sunlight. That's what.
The landscape in Verdeus hasn't changed in millennia. They would have had problems long before now if it was the sun.
Maybe Gnome's powers are too weak to reach here?
It is true that Elusia is a tad far from other terrain. The solution may be that the sustenance given to the sprouts is being sucked dry.
That's a lot of leads to eliminate. Let's take a look around the area first.
The reason... Wait, could it be...
The whole area is covered in plants. No one can get through all this. Maybe that's for the best. We don't want Orin sneaking past us. Unless he's the one that blocked it off?
Val, I surrender. I don't know anything about growing plants.
This foray is fascinating. Practically none of this flora was included in the almanacs of my adolescence.
There's no getting around it. We have to ask the Elemental of Wood for help.
Great idea! If the Elemental doesn't know what's wrong, no one will.
Aww, I wanted to be the one to rub it in Jule's face when we found the answer.
Sorry to disappoint you, Karina, but we haven't got the time to waste on fumbling around in the undergrowth.
Dryad is the Elemental of Wood, and well-versed of these wilds. But who can say where we may find her? Would that I knew.
At times like these, it's best to ask the locals.
Ugh, great. We gotta bother Jule again. Just what I need.
Huh? It can't be.
Hello again, weary travelers! What a surprise!
How did you get here?
Don't you know there's a big old stalk that reaches all the way up here? My sisters and I didn't want to waste this once in 4 years opportunity, so we climbed up.
We figured now was the perfect chance to gather exotic ingredients like Verdeus nectar for flavorings and potions.
Besides, this place has everything! Ancient forests, dangerous pilgrimages, mysterious Gaian explorers. What's not to like?
Sounds like you three have a full itinerary.
Wait a minute. Did you say Gaian explorers? Where did you see one of those?
Oh, there was a dashing young adventurer of that description over by the tree. We saw him ahead of us. We did lose track of him, though.
Had to focus on keeping our footing and all.
Orin's on his way.
Did you see a sproutling around here? Short, green, leafy?
Nope. But I sure would love to meet a sproutling in the flesh. Bark? What was that? A terrifying cry, that's what! It came from the direction of Mylos Woods. Someone might be in trouble!
Could be Jule, or even Orin. Let's check it out.
Oh, before you go, do you need to stock up on anything? Now's your chance!
Anything you want, for a price. Grab the goods you need to save your friend. Don't get stingy now. Buy, buy, buy!
They're the spitting image of Father in miniature.
Jule, what are you doing over there?
What am I doing? What are you doing?
We can handle this. Stand back.
We call this critter Grapplavine. It was too strong for me to uproot it when it decided to nest near the burrow. Be careful!
It's coming for us. Get ready, everyone.
We need to weed out enemies like this one.
Quit causing trouble, you troublemaker!
Reignus Shrine! Ascertain the rival's weakness. It's working. Don't let up.
I can still fight. Fireball!
Understood. Go forth.
Hang on. It moves?
Seriously now? The spirits will answer our call. Reignus Shrine!
bring it down!
Yes, now is the time to strike.
You ready, bud?
Nice timing. Easy. I can help you. Thanks. Thanks. Leave us alone. Listen carefully.
You saved me. Thanks.
It was a close call. We were almost too late. Why did you wander off on your own?
Oh, look in the mirror, buddy.
Oh, now what?
I mean, that you made me wonder if Grapplavine might be the cause of the problems in the burrow. Don't get me wrong, this could all still be by the goddess's will, but I wasn't quite as sure anymore. And you all seem so convinced that something could be done, so I wanted to check. But then I got attacked.
Huh. And here I thought you were mad at us again. Glad to see we've convinced you to change your stubborn ways.
That's one way to put it.
Destiny doesn't just fall into your lap every time.
Maybe. But you weren't able to figure out what keeps the flowers from blooming either, right?
Yeah, we're definitely not experts in gardening. But when in doubt, it's best to ask for help. Jule, do you know where the elemental of wood is?
Dryad? Easy peasy. Let me give her a ring. Oh, Dryad. Oh, yes, hello. Jeepers, you got here fast. Were you nearby?
Oh, forgive me. That is to say, I was looking for you, Jule. But then I saw you were tied up with Grapplavine and wasn't certain what to do. Oh, dear. The Alms. Please excuse me. I am known as Dryad.
A particular pleasure indeed, Dryad. We were just inquiring as to your whereabouts.
Yes, I could hear you from over there, and I think I may know what caused all of this fuss. As Jule guessed, Grapplavine was the one behind it all. It absorbed all the nutrients from the plants, stunting their growth. That's why the flowers wouldn't blossom.
Well, the monster is gone now. So that means...
The flowers, my friends. Dryad, this is great. There'll be an alm after all.
Mm-hmm. We can expect the blooms at any moment.
Gee whiz. There's still so much to do. I have to get ready to welcome the fairy. Meet you back in Verdeus.
He's got some spring in his step now.
Could I ask you, Alms, and you, Sir Soulguard, to join Jule?
Sure.
Irregular as this situation may be, you will be one of the few pilgrimages to see the flowering firsthand. That should count for something, I think.
Dryad, come on! Shake a root!
Again, my apologies for the delay. I was considering Verdeus' future and consulting with the denizens of the woods and such. Now then, let me see. With this spring breeze, I bid the trees awaken, bloom forth.
Huh? Whoa!
How unexpected! No flowers on the sleeping trees, but a flower blossoming right out of your head! Ow!
Jule. By the grace of the goddess of mana, I name you the Alm of Wood. Ah, this scent is divine. My hibernating friends didn't bloom. I did. A humble custodian like me? An alm? I thought only dormant sproutlings were fated to blossom.
Oh, yes, well, you see, I was planning to choose you from the very beginning. That's why I went searching for you. Would you, Jule, be my emissary to the mana tree and fulfill the duty of the Alm of Wood?
You got it, Dryad. Oh, but if I'm the Alm of Wood, who will stay to tend and water my sleeping friends? They could brown or shrivel up and wither without proper hydration. I can't leave them alone like that, Dryad. That'd be worse than any disaster that could befall Verdeus.
Jule? Oh, come to us. We have a message for you.
Wait, that's...
Jule? What's wrong?
I can hear my friends. They want to tell me something. Come on, let's go talk to them.
I didn't notice anything, but I guess Jule could hear the voices of his friends. Better stick with him and check this out.
Jule, you kept us company with your joyful singing. We asked Dryad to choose you as the Alm on our behalf. That monster in Mylos Woods has been draining us of our mana. We have nothing to spare on our buds. Grapplavine is defeated, but it will take time before we can bloom again. Too much time to avoid the destruction of the burrow.
But what will you do without a custodian? You'll dry up.
Don't worry about us. Things will work out. Believe in the future of the burrow. We need you to convey the wishes of the sproutlings to the mana tree.
But you've all waited so long for the chance to be an alm. I can't take that honor away.
Then use this, and together we will see the future flourish.
Wowee, the elemental vessel. Dryad Sprig.
Oh, dear. So that's where it went. We forgot to return it before we went to sleep. Sorry. But now that our work here is done, I think it's time to go back to sleep. Enjoy the mana tree, Jule. We'll see each other again.
Take the words of encouragement from your countrymen to heart. You're lucky they can see you off on your journey. There was no one left in my hometown of Aetern to wish me luck when I left with Val. But maybe, just maybe, there's a chance at bringing some life back to the parish if I complete the alms duty. That's my hope, at least.
Morley's right. It would have been nice to leave the Vale with everyone's blessing, but sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Everyone at home always told me I wasn't fit to be an alm. But this journey has given me a lot to think about now that I'm here.
And this from the person lecturing me about alms and duties just a moment ago. Sounds like the pilgrimage hasn't been easy so far. Thanks for putting up with me earlier. I look forward to our journey together. As short as it is. The mana tree's just over there, after all.
Happy to have you, Jule. Oh, what are we going to do about the greenery blocking our way out of Verdeus?
I apologize. That was my doing. I wanted to ensure that the path to the mana tree was protected. I will clear the way. Please give me a moment.
Dad, we made it! Oh, good! I shall open the path for you. Heave, heave, and a whoosh! There you are!
We have come upon the far corner of Mylos Woods.
Once we get out of here, our goal should be in sight.
Excuse me, Sir Soulguard? Beyond these trees is what is known as the Sanctuary of Mana. Unfortunately, only the Alms are permitted to enter. The Soulguard cannot go past the entrance.
Yeah, I know. Either way, first I have my duty to Hinna to fulfill. I will get her core stone back.
The merchant sisters saw Orin when they were going up the jack tree, right? You're not gonna wait for him here, are you?
If only we had an idea of his plans, we could try and head him off.
I don't know the fella, but if this Aaron went to the trouble of climbing up to Elucia, he probably wants something from the mana tree, right? Why don't we stick together at least until we reach the entrance? Who knows? Maybe he'll come to you.
You're right. Let's forge ahead for now.
Oh, do be safe on your travels.
There is a barrier around the Mana Sanctuary. Only Alms are able to cross it, I am afraid.
What? Really? But what if we get surrounded by monsters and we don't have Val to take them on?
Don't worry. No monsters can trespass in the sanctuary.
Sounds like Morley did his research. The goddess protects the sanctuary from monsters with that barrier. Mylos Woods and the Sanctuary of Mana are all a part of the spirit realm. Or they were, at least.
The what now? Spirit realm?
Well, it's a realm, but for spirits. It's where elementals and sproutlings came from. In the past, it used to be separate from the mortal realm, where humans live. The Mana Goddess used to be able to protect the spirit realm from monsters. But when all the realms merged, that changed.
Merged, you say?
Yup. Once monsters began to emerge in Mylos, the goddess had to create the barrier to protect the sanctuary. It's really strong. Strong enough to protect the goddess in the mana tree. So don't worry. There's no way a silly monster could break through and get us.
Oh. Well, okay then. If you're sure.
This was our victory.
I'm coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
We're here! This is the entrance to the Sanctuary of Mana itself.
Finally! I'm a bundle of nerves. Excited, anxious, the works.
But I guess the mana tree is gonna have to wait. First, we need to get Hinna's core stone.
The tree is all the way inside the sanctuary past the gateway, safely tucked away from trespassers and mischief makers.
Orin is likely to be loitering in this location.
This is our last mission before we reach our journey's end.
You said something about a sword being kept here, right?
I sure did. Wanna see? It's stuck in a huge rock. You can't miss it.
Nice. Got it. Don't mind if I do. Finally, we've arrived in the domain of the mana goddess and tree.
Huh? Is that?
Yep. That's the one and only mana sword. Oh, and a visitor.
Orin?
Val, I'm sorry. This was the only way I could get my hands on the mana sword.
That's why you're here? The sword?
That's right. Do you even know the miracles I can perform with this power? I can save Liza, cure her of her cursed petrification. And that's not even the half of it. She's still the Alm of Earth. Until I can release her, she'll never be free. That's why I need the sword. I have to change the world for the better. Get rid of the Alm's sacrifice altogether, so that our loved ones don't have to die to preserve the future for the rest of us.
You're saying you sacrificed Hinna's life in order to save Liza? We trusted you, Orin. Both of us did. And you betrayed us!
As the Soul Guard, you're charged with ensuring the Alms meet their ends by completing the pilgrimage. You were prepared to lose Hinna then? I just made her sacrifice come a little earlier than expected. For the sake of the world, you can hate me. I won't blame you. But with my plan, we'll never have to sacrifice another person ever again. Alms will no longer have a reason to exist. We'll be freed from this horrible tradition of loss and regret.
Sorry, but I think Orin might be right about this. Hinna and other alms before her were denied the life they wanted to live. His words are tempting.
Val, you can't...
Even so. Even so. The alms have never been just a means to an end. Not to me. Their sacrifice has to mean more than that. This world exists because the alms carry with them the hopes and dreams of all those who came before and those who will come after them. I know in my heart that this world is sick. But Hinna was never meant to be used as a pawn by anyone.
Of course she wasn't. None of us want her life to be lost in vain.
There has to be a way to obtain the mana sword without Hinna's core stone.
Regardless, this should not be your call. It is pitifully presumptuous of you to assume you know the wishes of all alms, past and present.
My Sproutling friends entrusted me with this duty, and I mean to see it through. You don't speak for me, mister.
Thanks, everyone. As long as I have friends on this journey who need me, I'll continue to serve them as the Soul Guard. Even if we end our pilgrimage at the Mana Tree, I'm in charge of my own destiny. Hinna is my responsibility. You have to return her core stone now, Orin.
You can't stop this. Without a core stone, I can't pry the mana sword from this rock. I have to bring back the world of Fadiel for Liza. No. For all of us who don't want to lose the people we hold dear. In the past, there were no alms to sacrifice. Mortals, spirits, benevodon monsters, even the goddess herself, all lived in the different realms that made up Fadiel. But years ago, the 5 realms were condensed into one. That mangled world was called Kidiel. It's the world that you and I know today. With the power of the Mana Sword, we can return Kidiel to the Fadiel it once was. Split it into a world that doesn't need to have soul offerings. The Mana Sword is right in front of us. They say that only the Chosen One can wield it. If that's the case, then that's just what I'll be. Even if it means betraying my friends, my village. I will have the sword!
Orin! What are you doing with Hinna's core stone? No, Hinna!
You're the voice I heard from the megalith, aren't you?
Stop it! Hinna!
Earth shall be first.
Earth? Give me that sword! I earned it! Orin! Return Hinna's core stone now!
You are not even worth the stretch of my sword arm.
It can't be. Daelophos? After all this time?
My. Correct, Sproutling. Your reward is the ruination that awaits you all.
He can't have Hinna's core stone! I won't let him!
I never saw myself battling against the king of Daelophos in this lifetime!
No! I can't stop him! Watch out! Feel it!
I will ruin you! Bravo! Do not use your attacks, futile! We're mine now!
Hey, Val. I don't know if we can defeat this guy.
I won't let him win! I can't!
You're mine now!
I can help you.
I will ruin you!
As time is understood.
He's far too powerful!
There's no way we can win this!
All our advances will be futile if our adventure ends here.
I'm all for retreating personally. you're helping us?
This land will not be desecrated by the powers of evil on my watch.
Never thought I'd see the Overseer of the Sanctuary intervene like this.
Now is the time to withdraw, Alms.
No! I can't just run away! I have to save Hinna! I have to get her core stone!
Listen, this isn't a fight we can win right now. We have to pull back.